Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I have another Beast Gohan video for you guys, which I'm not gonna lie, with how distracted and how easy a transforming Gogeta Blue's just kind of taken over Dokkan right now, I kind of forgot I had these videos already recorded and ready to go. So, finally making sure these get out is of course LR Beast Gohan or Ultimate Gohan versus Red Zone Broly. Since he's been out for like what, a week, 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks by now, or a week and a half, 2 weeks, do let me know down in the comments. After the initial disappointment, which was kind of a lack of Beast Gohan, and also some slight disappointment just because we kind of expected him to be, you know, one of the best units in the game. He's still a very good unit, don't get me wrong. But after him being out for so long now, and if you did pull him, even if you didn't be able to see videos and content on him and seeing what he can do, what is your now last conclusion on LR Beast Gohan? Do you like him? Do you not? You still disappointed? Do you think he's actually a pretty decent unit? Even if you were disappointed with him initially, do let me know down in the comments. But I have to say, against Broly, he really impressed me. And Broly is still to this day, one of the toughest Dokkan bosses and hardest hitting Red Zone bosses in the game. So we did start with the friend one on rotation there, which was rainbowed. So you're kind of seeing what Gohan does at 55% at the minimum, and then rainbowed at his pinnacle. So we got man on rotation. We actually put him next to God Goku, which is, I mean, linking wise, not the best setup. However, a good rotation where God Goku can just sit in slot 1. He also seals Broly here, so the potential of Broly potentially super attacking Beast Gohan is null and void on this turn, which is very nice, considering Beast Gohan does have type disadvantage. Does have his guard active though, so he probably wouldn't have taken too much damage just because this is Broly's first phase. I mean, you're probably looking at like just over 100k, like probably 180 tops. Again, especially because of that guard. We did get him 24 key, which means types effective against effective against all types. So even while type disadvantage, he's still doing big amounts of damage, 3 and 2.4 million respectively. But more importantly, we got him the 20 key or more, which means he got the built-in additional off, which means he got two stacks up off of the 5. And then I thought, let me put the friend one in slot 1 just because he still has the guard active. And he's tanking double digits against Broly's second phase, which after super attacking twice and still having the guard active, I do believe my one at 55% will probably also tank double digits pre-super as well. I just reckon so. But Broly's basics on this phase aren't too bad with solid defensive units, which of course Beast Gohan is, especially if you are getting the additional off with the 20 key or more to get his build up a lot quicker to get the extra attack and defense. He's also still within that 3-turn limit, which means he has the 100% attack and defense, and again, more importantly, the 3-turn guard. So I do believe off the back of 2 supers, 2 build ups, pre-super, even at 55%, I do believe my one probably with the 100% attack and defense and the 3-turn guard would have been able to tank the basics for double digits even pre-super. I believe so anyway, but I think I'm right. But against Broly, as I said, he impressed me. Is LR Beast Gohan one of the best units in the game? Unfortunately not. He's up there as still, he's within the top 10, which still means he is good. He's still a very good unit. But is he within the top 3, 1 or 2? Definitely not. But he's still a very good unit. I hope all the initial disappointment, including me, that I had, is not blinding people still of how good of a unit he can actually be. Does he have his problems? Yeah. There we go, double digits on basics with just the guard on my one off of 2 super attacks. We got him a plethora of key again. Unfortunately, we don't get the additional super here, but that's 3 build ups. Again, almost 4 million damage. His damage output is so impressive. Like, he actually shreds. Like, he melts enemy health bars. And it's actually ridiculous, like, how much damage he can do. And he's not even fully built up yet. I'll pop a Whis here just in case, AoE Broly decides to AoE, which he actually does. Especially because Beast Gohan, even though he's Rainbow, at this point, I think this may be his last turn of guard for the friend Beast Gohan, the Rainbow one. But he's not fully built up. Also, he's not going to be able to super attack before he gets supered by the AoE. And again, more importantly, type disadvantage. So I had the Whis there active, and we survive. I know he takes a bag of damage, like just over 400k damage from AoE Broly super, which I think is safe to say. I think if my one was on rotation at this point, even with a Whis, we probably would have died, if not been literally probably a pixel away from dying. As you can see, we have literally like 80k health left. I do think my one at 55%, whereas this one's Rainbow, I do think my one probably would have died and would have got us killed. I think the extra stats from being Rainbow probably helped there, and of course, mainly the Whis. But I do think my one would have got us killed. So the extra dupes, I mean, it does help Beast Gohan quite a bit. This rotation, we don't really see anything from him, just because we finally got the rotation I wanted set up, which was Tech Ultimate Gohan and Beast Gohan, and I wanted to get like an extra stack off with Tech Ultimate Gohan by the time we got to Broly's final phase. And that's another thing. That's a very good rotation. Like a very, very good rotation. Tech Ultimate Gohan is still one of the strongest units in the game, one of the best aging units in Dokkan. I think we can all agree by now, like, I think Dokkan made a mistake with him, which is why no one's been as good as him upon release and had the longevity he's had. It's just unfortunate that pre-transformation with Tech Ultimate Gohan, them two don't link that well together. Of course, you already have the existing problem with Beast Gohan, which is he has next to no key links. So if orb placement isn't generous to you, which it kind of wasn't on that turn prior, to be fair, I did feed all the orbs into Tech Ultimate Gohan because I wanted him to super and it didn't really matter. But could you imagine if Broly had more health and I needed Beast Gohan to super and I couldn't get him the orbs he needed, rather than me being able to have the luxury of feeding Tech Ultimate Gohan the orbs because he could just finish Broly off and get a stack off? Gohan potentially wouldn't have super attacked there. Or, you know, because he has type advantage, or maybe we didn't have a Whis active in a different scenario, in a different situation, he wouldn't have got the additional, which would have helped him raise his attacking defense again for the turn, which may have helped him survive, especially at 55%. So the key situation, while I haven't found it to be much of an issue, it can be a very big issue. Even though the key +1 definitely does help per key sphere obtained, it can definitely be an issue because of Beast Gohan's lack of key links, especially when you have him linked up with Tech Ultimate Gohan pre-transformation. Like, it's a good rotation. As I said, Tech Ultimate Gohan is still one of the best aging units in the game, can handle Red Zone fantastically, especially against Broly, where he actually has time to stack throughout the event. And then not only that, also have type advantage against Broly's final phase. It's just throughout, if you are not getting Beast Gohan the key he needs because of the lack of key he has, it can be a struggle here and there if orb placement isn't kind to you, where Beast Gohan isn't really super attacking that much, and more importantly, not hitting his 18 key. But if he isn't super attacking, that means he's not building up his passive, especially at 55% where you won't have dupes to get more of a chance to launch an additional super. So that can be an issue. That's something I haven't really experienced yet, lucky enough, but can definitely happen if you're not careful. I decided to go mad with the active skills. At this point, I was still enjoying the animations. They're still some of the best in the entire game, if not the best. Like, they are so good. Like, they've done a good job with these. I kind of just went balls to the wall, do as much damage to Broly as possible. I mean, by this point, both Gohans are going to be fully built up, just because in an event like Red Zone Broly, who has multiple phases, like quite a lot more than, or a few more than other Red Zone bosses, by the time you get here, Beast Gohan is pretty much guaranteed to be fully built up, especially with a built-in additional if you are getting him enough key, even more so if he does have an additional if you have dupes. But by the time you get here, he's going to be guaranteed built up anyway, so you don't have to worry about him, even at 55%. So he's going to be doing his best possible damage as possible. We've got Tech Ultimate Gohan out in slot 1, which means he's got type advantage, he's built up enough, he's guarding. We've got the rotation fully set up and going, and where we have more links active. Now Beast Gohan can just do his thing, which is feed him loads of key spheres and just let him go wild. As I said, his damage output is generally insane. Like, think about how much health Broly started with this turn. Both active skills, and then the super attacks. And not only that, the friend one, who is Rainbow, by the way, the Nullify coming in handy there. Yes, it's a 50% chance and it may not do that. And I'm pretty sure that was a super attack. So if he didn't do that, we probably were dead. So I don't think we have an item active. We might have. But even then, I think a super attack from Broly, even with an item active, just because of how much health we have, we probably would have been dead there. But that's where the Nullify comes in handy a lot. So it does help him out quite a bit. But defensively, he probably would have been dead there without the item active on a super. but the amount of damage he does to shred enemy health bars is generally ridiculous. Like, he made BROLY look like a pushover there. So he's still a very, very good unit, but defensively in red zone, especially without the nullify, if it doesn't come off or if he didn't have it, he would definitely be in trouble, and a super attack probably would have got us killed there. So defensively, still not up to scratch, still not up to par, but offensively, as you've seen, shreds enemy health bars. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.